We're going to do our DMRs, and it's the discharge monitoring requirements. So this is what the state gives us, and what we do on a daily basis is we do a worksheet. And on this worksheet, we have, because we run an activator sludge, this is the settling of the activator sludge, the parts per million in the tank, the DOs in the tank. We do pH of the effluent. That's the pH of the effluent, pH of the influent. We do it, which is required, once a day, 7 days a week. We take the temperature, we do the DO going out, we're doing some alkaline testing, and we do chlorine a number of times. We're only required to do it once a day, but we do it more often because it changes. And then we do other tests, and we make notes here, increase the hypo ratio from 0.55 to 0.60, because see, he was down low here, it was 0.49, and we like to keep it above that. And see, now it climbed up, so it's in good shape. So all this information gets recorded to a sheet like this. This is another bench sheet, and this has the rain, the flow coming in, the minimum, the maximum, the DO, the pH of the effluent, pH of the influent, chlorine residual, number of gallons of hypochlorite that we use for the chlorine, PAC, which is a product that we have that you saw on the other, and we're actually using one more, which is the manganese hydroxide, and we marked down how many. We just started doing that on the 12th. So all this information is put down, plus the gallonage that we're getting from Brock, the E. coli's, the suspended solids test coming in. That's what the suspended solids in, and that's what's going out. And we do this every day. We're only required to do it twice a day, but we do it every day for monitoring. And on the back of this, you have what is required. The suspended solids test, like I showed out of the permit, we have to do it twice a week, which is right there. The BOD, twice a week. And this goes on for the whole month. Now, once all this is all done, we take this information and we put it in the computer. And that's where it's going to get confusing. So, here's the month of July. And you can see we get the rain, the minimum, the maximum, the total of the flow coming in. All the information has been put in so far, right up until yesterday. He's doing the pH for today and the DOs. This is how many gallons of PAC we used yesterday. Was 13. Chlorine was 13. And 70 gallons was the manganese hydroxide. This system is an old system. This is a Lotus system, which nobody's going to use. But I use it because that's how I started off doing things. Then I take the aeration system, what I have out there. Then I have what's done so far. All we've done is the total suspended solids. And then I have another sheet for BOD. So what I'm going to do is going to close this off. Go back to here, and what we're going to do is do last month's, because that's what's going to be reported. I have until the 15th of July to send in my DMRs, and there's all the information. Also, we have the sludge on this side. We have the averages on the bottom. On the front page, it's all typed out, and it's got all this information here too. So this is what I had set up, and here's my BOD information all on here. This was my setup back probably 20 years ago, and because we have weekly average, all kinds of different information that has to be inputted. So I did stuff like that until a number of years ago. Tom Croto came up with a new format. He did it himself because there are rules to come up with certain information. You have to take the average of 2 weeks at a time. And I'm going to get out of here. Minimize that. And oh, it's not there. We go to DMIs. We're going to go to 2019. We're going to go to June. And this is what Tom Croto had done. The way a DMR works is it runs from Sunday to Saturday. And you can see how he's got it broken up. That's a week. This is the way and there is rules and regulations on how it is, right here. That's inside here are all the rules on how this thing works. And I've got it all highlighted, but he had set this up. Tom Croto worked for the New Hampshire Environmental Service, or DES up there. And to help out the operators. So he got all this information. And what it does is everything that you saw in the daily information here gets put on this board. And then we put the gallonage in besides, and that's all put in. All right. Now we go down. And what you have to remember is when you're doing this, everything in yellow is stuff that we have to report. This here, I gotta go, I'll go the other way maybe. No, one way or the other should bring it out, doesn't, I don't know why. It's out of scan, alright, go that way. Maybe it is this way. It's out of scale for some reason. There we go. Next one. I'm going to go back one step here. I'm going to save what I just did. Yeah. Close it off. What I have is